It's only 6 stages. Bear in mind, these 9 stages did take us about 4.5 hours, so I'm expecting about 3 hours here. 3 or so hours from these 6 stages, but maybe not as well. Hector knew the kingdom would fall, and Achilles knew he was on the road to death, yet the two of them still went to war without hesitation. Let's go start with a philosophy. Oh! Oh, you have to use the trial version? Is the trial version good? The trial version is good, alright. Are you given a triple S character, eh? What does that entail? How do I check the things? You can't inspect it? You can't do anything? Dude, that's cringe. Right. Okay. Gonna start off philosophical. The man had also been fascinated by that moment. You always gotta start off with a bit of a basketball analogy. With a perfect curve, the ball hit the floor and bounced back off the court, where there was only one person, Kevin the loner. The rolling of the ball went unnoticed except for by the one that shot it. Compared to that, the vibrating hoop was far more exciting. Oops. This was the so-called moment of triumph. Detached from time and space, cause and effect, it's a moment that has the world's full attention without a care for what happens next. Huff huff. I did it indeed. Only he knew how difficult it was. Compared with many people, he could hardly be called a genius in any field, and though he was often considered athletic, it was simply a natural gift without any finesse. Finesse? Fineness? Fineness. Without any fineness. Interesting. He might be able to run faster than normal people, jump higher, and react more quickly, but he had trouble developing skill. And anyone who had tried their hand at basketball would know that even a set shot was extremely difficult to master for someone with lower awareness. Dude, why does this skip so fast? At Cheaper Academy, he had always been the most popular player on the court, able to get past anyone in his way, but he often failed to deliver when it truly mattered. At the end of the day, this sport is just like everything else. Easy to do, but hard to master. Well, let's try again. He picked up the ball again and walked to a farther spot. The earlier success that had brought him joy turned out to be trivial. He stood close to the basket like a child learning for the first time. But it was a good start, and he now had more confidence. He glanced at the basket and closed his eyes and shot the ball on instinct alone. The basketball left his hands once more. But there was no net. There was absolutely no net. And fell far off. Clearly, a good start didn't necessitate a good end, and maybe his training method wasn't the most effective. Oh. Kevin's an idiot. Are you here again by yourself? What are you doing here, Sue? Maze? Oh my god. You're asking me now? Didn't we plan to have dinner? It's rare to get a special holiday like this. Are you going to spend it by yourself on the court again, Kevin? Well, no. I would never do that. Just let him be. I'm used to it. Oh, Kevin. You don't ever let a woman get used to just poor performance and lackluster behavior. Oh, Kevin. You absolute nonce. You never let a woman get used to it. Oi. It was a common scene you'd find anywhere. Teenage boys and girls enjoying their holiday and living up their youth. Having fun without a care in the world. Kevin, basketball was never the right sport for you anyway. Swimming, track, even weightlifting would be better. If you really want to be an athlete, that's what you should be doing. What's the point of all that? It's just pushing the body to its limit. It's boring. And not cool. What I care about is winning. Know what I mean? You really think picking up and throwing a ball makes me happy? What drives me is the moment of victory. You get it, Sue? Well, I wouldn't go around sharing that with anyone else. They'll think you're shallow. Kevin doesn't care. And I'm not... Anyway, how to put it. The victory I'm after has no past or no future. It's just a standalone moment, and that's enough. I don't care how much work I have to put in, much less what I get out of winning. Alright. But honestly, the world isn't going to stop moving when your moment comes, Kevin. Just like all your other ideas, too wishful and too unrealistic. Sue, you're just blind, because your eyes are closed probably. What do you think, Mei? Hey, what's up, King? And what's up, Challenging Gamer? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having great days. I agree with Sue, Mei affirms. Nani? But sometimes I feel it's exactly your purity that makes you more likable than most. It's nothing, don't worry about it. I'll wait for you guys over there. The girl ran off in a hurry while trying her best to conceal her expression. Did you hear that, Sue? What did I say? It's all over your face. Hurry up and change, I'll wait for you outside. I'll try it one last time. Don't keep us waiting, it's already late. Trying to prove himself, or perhaps encouraged by something, he stood at the three-point line this time. He closed his eyes again and raised his arms. With a flick of the wrist and a swish of his dick, he shot the ball out. His movements were still a little awkward, and of course, almost comical even with his eyes closed. And when he opened his eyes... Was that... I can't tell if that was net or not. That did not sound like a net. As though by some miracle, the ball had gone in. Did you see that? Wow. Almost unconsciously, he turned back to share his joy with his best friends, only to find that no one was there. Where did they go? Look. Ah, it's a nice paradox. It's a nice paradox. Because it's the same in the real world. He's achieved so much, yet no one's there to witness it. Paradox? Parallel. To this day, he couldn't tell if it had actually happened. He only remembered at that time there was at least a moment of joy when he finally succeeded. Unlike now. He was so different back then, he finally conceded that victory lasts longer than the moment. After it, the world would keep turning and the wonderful basketball that went through the hoop would eventually hit the floor. But he did not care. Before the competition had begun, he had already acknowledged that winning would lead to such a tragic end. But he was still deep in it, and he didn't think that it would sully the importance at the moment. It was just, he could no longer be fascinated by it. Hector knew the kingdom would eventually fall, and Achilles was aware that he was on his way to death, but the two of them still went to the battlefield without any hesitation. He had said so in the past, but had left something out. They weren't tougher than ordinary people, but only knew that defeat was another name for victory. Yes. Yes. Defeat, victory, same thing. On the other side of the Earth, facing the moon, the girl named Kislana also sank into deep thought. After numerous trials and tribulations, Kiana Kislana finally stood against Kevin Kislana in the arena of finality. Originally, for the second project Selene, all that remained would be the breeze after Kiana became a complete Hersher of finality. But a more complicated future could be seen vaguely through the spaces on Earth recovered by the girl. After the endless devastation from Project Stigma, she was no longer certain if the original Earth could handle the authority of finality. But if her concern proved to be true, it would be impossible to execute the second Project Selene on Earth. Then, the artificial Hersher of finality, her little sister, could only control all the Honkai energy from space, just like Kevin now. However, this concern existed only if Kiana managed to win Kevin. To win Kevin? Against Kevin, maybe? As such, for humanity, it would be fortunate to have this outcome. I'm struggling. Or rather, this was no different from her destiny. A mixed sense of anticipation and sadness filled her heart. She knew, be it her father or that AE sovereign, they would have felt the same. After all, scars are badges of honor for a man. The crown of a hero is a form of desire known as responsibility. Unrisen splendor of the brightest sun, to rise upon our darkness, if the star, now beckoning thee out of thy misty throne, could thaw the clouds which wage an obscure war, with thy young brightness, and before that, she and her comrades still had a lot to do. Yes. Now the battle is coming to an end. Isn't it, Master Nagamitsu? Yes, there are many twists and turns in the middle, but the Valkyries still worked hard to ensure things turned out as what was expected by their predecessors. Expected by them? Is there anything wrong? Now, in terms of how hard we have been working, or have worked on it, everyone was prepared for victory the best they can. But the complete seizure of the power finality is undoubtedly only the first step in creating a better world, and as for what needs to be done after that, perhaps it's a more difficult question compared to today's plan of action. But at the very least, we are confident in their victory. Compared to what we could have possibly achieved in the past, this already is an amazing miracle, isn't it? Yes. But even miracles pass along like everything else. Speaking of that, Bianca and Mr. Siegfried have done a very good job on restoring Earth. In the beginning, I was unsure how far the experiment could go. As a somewhat irresponsible designer, I am very proud of them. Aunt Kiana and the others the same. They have shaken the power of finality, arrived at the cocoon of finality, and obtained the power of the Herrscher of finality. Even Otto, Apocalypso, could not have predicted a future like this. I wouldn't know that though. After all, he had, so to speak, taken away the only answer to Project Veluca. This is all Otto's grand master plan. Kevin's not even a part of this. This is all still, Otto is the main antagonist still, to this day. No capations. Though that man did not have the ambition to do so, speaking of which, about that existence called A without the little line in the middle, what are your thoughts? My thoughts? I was just asking myself a question. A pseudo-time crystal, though I have a clue as to what she was trying to describe by that term. For a time, I wasn't sure how this was different from a thread of destiny. No matter how many times destiny repeats, this is the only choice I would make. This is the true meaning of infinity. Perhaps a weight that is too much for a normal human life to bear. Especially when we realize that our lives may not be lived just for the moment, and not just for ourselves. The weight of so-called time is infinite and boundless, turning yesterday and today into dreams and memories. Wow. Time is infinite. Seems my shit is acting up. Guess I'll have to watch the VOD later. Take care. Assures for you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Enjoy the VOD later. And also, hopefully the internet doesn't keep on acting up. Perhaps only an infinite and godly love can be the sort of love for humanity. But it is also possible that a momentary love is enough to do all of this. I don't understand the technical details of Mrs. Lambda, but I understand that her source of strength is the same as Durandal and Kiana. All come from the most simple love. Specifically, even though we all think that using the Stargate to fight Kevin is convenient enough, perhaps this Lambda will give us a whole new possibility. Looking at it from the nature of being, she also belongs as a part of Hyperion. The unsinkable ship of eternal return. That's a good game, actually. We have a reason to believe this description of hers, don't we? Eternal Return is a really good game. I played it once or twice. I just wish it had Australian servers. Let me alter some stuff here. There we go. Indeed, time and destiny are subjective, but Eternal Return never changes. It is a choice that humans will make even if they could live their lives again. Just as time had experienced their lives again and again from the other end of the dimension, to time, perhaps all lives are but an illusion. But even an illusion will leave its shadow in the heart of time, a shadow related to time itself, maybe. And the story begins after time sees its own shadow. The story begins from Eternal Return and reaches its climax at the other end of the dimension before eventually going back to the Eternal Return. And all these stories and lives eventually left your youth to time. Words. I walk behind a voice, hearing and seeing from within. The voice springs from the mind. I am my footsteps. I hear my mind. I think of the voice when it thinks of me. A shadow cast by my words am I. Fucking hell, what a... Fucking hell. That's Hyperion! That's right! It is! Approximately one bright screen ago, St. Freya High School, a short farewell was in progress. It's time to go, everyone. As the professors have informed us, according to the observations made of the cosmic juggernaut, there will be a rare period of space stability for the next 2 hours. Considering the worst case scenario, no matter where the power of finality goes during this period, it will not affect the Earth space. The Earth space we have recovered. Okay? We also hope this is the last battle. We are prepared to bring the best ending for everyone in this world. The three of you together are more than enough against Kevin's strength. And Kevin, he is probably waiting for you, most likely. For a long period of time, in the endless barrage of suffering, he's been waiting for our answer. We'll give a factual reply. Whether it's him, or those whose names have been buried in history, I hope that our answer will bring them a smile of relief. Please persevere. It's up to you all to make it or break it. Humanity's destiny is in our hands now. Please don't worry, Professor, we are not lone warriors. Outside of this battle, we are among billions of humans, a minuscule part of civilization. But we have inherited their most important treasures, and also inherited their heavy and contradictory ideals. We will walk in their footsteps, and later surpass the finality. Shupatsuyo! Bronya will build the Stargate and transport us back to New Atra, and then we will depart from there and find Kevin and pull him off the throne of finality. Mate! Looks like I made it just in time. You are Lambda, a being that lives in the pseudo-time crystal. It is how I exist and the reason I am here. I have a gift I want to bring you all. Would you accept it? Seely mentioned, but why? Why am I here so suddenly? Why I chose to help you? Or why do I stand on the side of humans when I'm obviously similar to Dreamland? Honestly speaking, this is all due to my willfulness. I witnessed everything about you all in the pseudo-time crystal, and saw all your pasts and futures. Though this really is a sort of one-way feeling, somehow or other, I have come to consider myself a partner of yours. And so with this story coming to an end, I want to join and be of help to you. All I have done is due to this simple idea. You people who live in another dimension, someone will surely think that way, right? The silence is deafening. Who were you talking to just now? It seemed as if she had thought of something. The machine called I, Hyperion Lambda, smiled gently. Since I will have to witness your stories countless times in the future, right now I hope that you will also listen to the story from me. Once upon a time, there was a lonely boy. Or was it a girl? Can't remember. The girl lived an aimless life and did not know what she wanted, or what type of person she wanted to become. And so, she wandered the world. She met many people and said goodbye to many people. The girl kept growing and she made many mistakes, did some silly things and hurt some people. But she did more right things, smart things, and saved more people. She accepted the love of all and bore the hate of all. There were many who loved her, and she included herself among those who hated her. In this way, the seed named humanity gradually matured inside of her, sprouting and blooming beautifully. And now she finally found the path she wanted to walk on, and was determined to realize the future she sought. That's it. That's the story. A story that is not yet complete. This story sounds like my life, says Kiana. Is it really not about us? If you must say so, then this is your story. But this is also the story of millions of other people. I don't care who the protagonist is in the story, because it could be your story, mine, or a story that belongs to many other people. After all, I am just an existence that drifts between and about in a version cycle, collecting stories for people in the dimension. But like the Project Sigma you're facing, stories themselves have power. Similar stories attract similar people. It might be a moment, a sentence, an experience, or a very long talk that help them find themselves in each other's shadows. So stories are not just stories anymore, but a mirror. They become, in this vast world, friends that have never met, but are bound together by their hearts. They are happy because of the happiness in the story, and sad because of the sadness. These feelings, like a drop of water, merge into a stream, into an ocean, and result in a ripple within the story itself. This is a story. Fair enough. Fair enough. Boom, 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 boom. This is their blessing, and also the core key of I-chan. Fair enough. I love this game. Please, some Russian words. I love Honkai. Never give up. Ik lib dick. I like you. Don't give up. We. Bronya best girl. Fight. Love. Alicia. Come back. Move. Unique. Ongood. Fight for all. Fight waifus. Fair enough. Please believe that your every story, every smile, every tear, and all are all remembered, rather. This is why we are all here. Please step forward bravely. We are with you. Fair enough. Oh? That's such a fair enough moment. Fuck, fair enough is so good. That's the Hyperion. That's right. This is Hyperion. It's you? Where's I? Where did she go? What do you mean? I'm right here. Yes, you are here. Thanks, I. And you who stands behind her. Since you've learned and witnessed our experiences from Hyperion, then it should be alright for us to address you this way. Thanks. The captain of Hyperion? Fair enough. So, what? I Hyperion Lambda is now the full ship? That's pretty cool. Alright, what's happening here? Oh, a nice seamless transition into gameplay. Very good. The bridge, it looks different than usual. Since we are going to use the La Vita Nova Hyperion for this expedition, of course Bronya had to make some necessary modifications, including a new Celine main cannon. So, our core key really is compatible? What exactly is a core key? It sounds like something to do with treasure. Well, I can't just tell you about this source of power that comes from outside the world. I am not at liberty to tell you more. Bronya understood roughly what that power was referring to. But if you really want an explanation now, I'm afraid it will spoil the fun. In a romantic light, it's a depiction of a dream. It's about the same as the Hirsch of Reason's depiction of civilization, right? Yes. Alright, the power of the core key is very precious. If we do not start off, we'll be wasting resources, and that's like doing things in the wrong order. If there are no other questions, let's head to Kevin's location. But hold up, since we have such a large battleship, are we going to bring the others with us? If you just want a cheer squad, then the Hyperion can surely take on more people. But because we use the core key, this place can only support a combat team with a maximum of 3 people. This is the protection mechanism of the world's lowest rung. A protection mechanism? Yes. Even if you lose this time, I think I might have accidentally revealed some important information. Anyway, the unsinkable ship of eternal return is no myth. After all, this is a battle weapon against destiny, formed by the unique power contributed by all the people of the world. I can't tell if this is truth or you're bragging. I also can't tell what is happening, to be honest. Humans' dreams are like this. All practical dreams start off as unrealistic fantasies. They are just like seeds, far from growing into a real tree, still likely to die halfway through. But every tree that reaches the sky starts as a shoot. Small cells, insignificant molecules, all of life's miracles originate from a trivial imagination. The world's imagination shaped humans, and humans in turn shaped the world with their own imagination. Though biologically speaking, this is not a story that belongs only to humans. But we are more used to thinking that only beings who are capable of doing all of this can be called humans. Hey, what's up, Levi? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Wow. In simple terms, it's like me, Ai-chan. This place's eyes just as eloquent, rather. So you and Lambda are actually the same person. You people really think bigger is better, huh? We can share memories, but we are indeed different existences. If you only bother about these small details, then I will just have to ramp up the horsepower and shoot off for our destination. With this, is everyone ready to face Kevin? Oh, they playing the battle music as well? Wear a new drip? Not really, it's just a jumper. Just a jacket, rather, sorry, just a jacket. Oh, it's not... What? Where's the music? Our character's not done easy, however, the death of any character on normal or hard will fail the stage. Sure, why not, man? Surely it's not that hard. Oh, he's... Oh, dude, aiming on fucking mouse and keyboard, kill me now. Oh, aiming on mouse and keyboard. I don't even know where we're going. Do I have to actually steer it in the right direction? Are we going up? Oh, get wrecked. Oh. Oh, there we go. We're going towards that thing over there in the right-ish. Oh. It's really romantic, true. Why are they so low resolution? Why are they so low resolution? Oh? I like this actually. This is kind of giving the auto fight vibes, right? Where it has like a nice little unique gameplay mechanic. I like this actually. This is really cool. There's a blinking flash. Is something approaching? It's Kevin! Oh, fuck me. Oh? Hello. What is that? I hope it just splits off there. Bam ba ba bam ba bam ba bam bam ba ba bam ba bam. Ow. That wasn't very nice. Oh, you can't, like, shoot it prematurely? Ah. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Intermission? Oh. Okay. Tapping simulator. Okay, that's cool. Bit of a mechanics there. We almost died. We got down to like 49% HP. That's kind of intense. Meow. Why did we hit the hyperlink drive fucking sooner, dude? The hell? If we had the hyper accelerator 3000 Mach 20 billion, why didn't we just pump that in, like, I don't know, when we left orbit? Ooh. Very Star Wars. Hold up, I don't wanna interrupt the cinematic, but I do want to turn the game up a bit. Ooh, the appropriate qualifications, you say. Thank you. The samsara of everything in the world is right in front of you. Oh, pardon me. Kevin! 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 Oh. Very nice. Oh my god, we've been separated. Classic anime. We've been separated. Pardon? Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Like how the first thing the game gets you to do is, just not do combat. Chug this, I guess. This is kind of funky. Oh, bit of a grapple hook mechanic, eh? Okay. They're going a bit more cinematized with this bad boy. They're going a bit more cinematized. A little bit more streamlined as well. Introducing the grapple hooks from Afo. Oh my god. Bit of a grapple hook mechanic. Oh, what is this gonna be? Do I need to like... so you just attack it, I guess. Oh, they want you to... So they don't want you to actually use her skill. That's interesting. Why don't they just have you use her skill? Oh, there you go. I would have had the player use the skill the whole time, right? That feels like maybe slightly better is using the skill the whole time, because the skill is the kind of like the counter. I don't think the other parts of the character have the counter, right? Oh, you can kind of see Kevin just floating above there. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. Just in time to test the blade. Oh. Oh, they're also treating this as the introduction to the... Oh, yeah. Hello? Does it end? Hello? My hand hurts. Jesus. That was like 18 slashes. Or maybe like 80 or actually. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, that hurt my hand, man. Now what's this one gonna be about? Oh, we have the full team here. Oh, okay. Hello. Oh. Pardon? He's just sucking up planets? Holy fuck, Kevin. Ow. Oh wait, I think I'm meant to destroy some stuff, right? Maybe this is okay, Jesus Christ. He's riding his monster? Yeah, I guess he is riding his monster. How about that, Kevin? How's about that one? Ligma! Oh, he got the Sharingan. He activated his Sharingan? Oh, that's unfair, dude. He's activating his shonen powers. That's fucking BS. Main shonen antagonist powers. Or skill? Teamwork? Oh my god, we're activating our shonen powers? Oh my god. MGR Raiden Blade mode. Probably could have done a few more slashes there. Ooh. 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 Incredible. That's pretty cool, actually. Probably a few more slashes there would have been cooler. Oh, is he dead now? That was the whole fight? Sure, these have been like checkpoints though, right? We've passed the diabolic test. Now we have to fight the finality? Yeah, it's the now the final test. Come on, things I've been carrying on my back. What a line! Oh shit! What the fuck is? Deliverance Kevin. Oh, is this his fucking form? Ah, that looks sick. Is that if that's his like final form thing? Obviously, I don't know. I can't be asked to get all my guns. Whoops. That's fucking dope. He looks like a Tyrael from Diablo, kinda. Maybe. Kinda looks like Tyrael. Wow. Jesus Christ. Mash the buttons to get rid of this? Oh, one by one. Oh, lol. Yeah, they should probably, Okay, mash the buttons one by one. This is kind of hectic, quite frank with you. Bro, Raiden Mei can't go in the sky. This is tough. Shit. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, he can. He can like. We'll check this one out. Fuck me. Looks like some sort of human cosmic dragon. Yeah, he looks like a seraph, like a kind of like an angel thing. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit, that was kind of odd. That camera angle is not very good for that mechanic. Ow. Is that a fucking... Is he gonna hit me with the fucking super spirit bomb? Man's gonna hit me with the spirit bomb. Dodged? Oh! Oh my god, my vision is near zero. Ow! Raiden Mei is, Our attacks have no effect. Realize the power of the Hirsch of Reason to create enough Selines in one go. Watching you. We're here for your eye. Waiting. Okay. Oh, Fuqua. Oh, do I have to do anything? We're just sucking in energy. Oh, shit. Yeah, get wrecked, Kevin. Oh, God. He's got a lot of shield stacks. Come on. My man's got... There's absolutely no point in us helping. Oh, it's going down. That's a... Jesus Christ. Oh, is that all the... Ah, it's just players' names. Ah. Fuck me, there's a lot of players in this game. Jesus Christ. Am I still moving? Oh god. There's a lot of names. Oh. Oh shit. Some QT, I'm assuming quick time events. We have to press some buttons here. Let's hope I get them. Very good. J. Slash him. Great. He's gonna punch Jay again, apparently, to slash his sword out of his hand. Okay. And then he gets a mace. And then a rock gets smashed. He gets, and we shield. And I spam. Oh, apply Hadouken, Rinnegan, Byakugan, whatever the hell that fucking was. Jump on some rocks. Hadouken. Kamehameha. Kamehameha. Okay. We have to go all the way back to a history lesson of Kiana's life story. Are we gonna have to? Oh no. Oh, back when they were both young. I don't like that baseball bat ever. I hate the baseball bat so much. Wait, do I have to fight him with a baseball bat now? Fuck. Don't do this to me. What the fuck? Oh! What the fuck is going on? Kevin, you're gonna get smoked here, buddy. You literally have never seen moves like these. Look at that. Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Oh, he thinks he can get the jump on me? Get fucked, Kevin. Oh! He's activating fucking main character mode. Fuck, he's going blue. That's what every main character in every anime does. Charge it up. Oh! What? Hey now. That death was a bit too quick. Is this it? Yes. This is it. With the cocoon as witness, you shall take over and protect the complete authority of finality. This will do. Then what about you? It's time for me to go. To where they are. There's no need to feel regretful. This is also my wish. Now I can finally tell them with pride. Everyone, sorry to have kept you waiting. I knew that basketball thing at the very start was an analogy for him being like the last one left when like he couldn't find Sue or Mei. I knew it was an analogy for him being like the last one left. Great analogy. Or great metaphor, whatever the hell it is. The things that they choose to fucking animate is very mind-boggling. Grass appears. Ah yes, let's animate that slightly. Between possible dreams, time cycles. Your boy's there. Meow, dude. Can comes in with the meow. Oh my god. You can't eat that can. Oh, Arto! Nice. There's something furry on my head. Can is chewing on Dad's hair. Mebius. What? Mebius complained to me several times about waking up to wet hair, and even asked me if I had made some useless invention. Oh, dude, it's a callback to the best part about Honkai, the Elysian realm. Oh. Looks like she was right. I want to play with the kitty too. Oh, and they even got Rin. Oh. Oh, and dystopia. Be careful, the cat is mean. You scared it with your enthusiasm. Oh, and Klein. Oh, Klein. Oh. I hear that cats become more interested in you the more you act aloof. I see. So that is why Can likes Kevin. Nope, Can likes Kevin because Kevin has been secretly feeding it. Oh, Ponya. Best woman. I saw it more than once too. Kevin sneaked into the kitchen in the middle of the night. No wonder Ken is getting heavier and heavier. Oh no, Kevin, if you keep doing this, Ken will become a little piggy. Oh, you can't say that about Ken. What the hell? You can't say that, it's fine. Don't pretend you can't hear me. Quit feeding Ken. That does touch the heart a bit. That does touch the heart a bit, this one picture. They're clearly holding hands here, as always, as per usual. This does touch the heart. Everyone's talking about you, Kevin. I don't know. Is it okay if you don't go over to them? It's quieter here, and I want to spend more time with you. Me too. Mei, what do you think of when you look at the sky? The weather's nice, the view is open and clear, so we should be able to see the stars when it's night. I remember you once said that all the stars in the sky are our enemies. Yeah, I did. Those shining lights are beautiful yet cruel. If we don't pay attention, they will devour us all. A bit dramatic. A bit dramatic, I'll say that. I thought so too. But what about now? Have you changed your mind? You're right, but my current self wants to believe that what those lights bring aren't threats, but hope that opens up the future. I almost forgot that you are such a romantic, firm, brave, yet unable to let go of your innocence. There's no need to say sorry. I like what you really are. It's also because of this that we entrusted everything to you. You've worked hard this entire time. It's okay, it's my responsibility. But thank you. It was us who pushed the burden on you. You're such a hard worker. If you wanted to give thanks, why not do it to everyone yourself? God damn it. Alicia's here as well. The grilled meat is ready. If you don't come over now, Pata will eat it all. Sakura eats much more. Just in time, everyone's calling. It's almost time to go. Yes, it is. This time I'll be with you. Everyone will be with you, Kevin. We won't ever leave you on your own again. What beautiful weather. No full collage? No full scenery of them all? Oh no! White clouds fill the sky, and the blue sky span tens of thousands of miles. The shepherd boy, who has aged into an old man, he will hear those childish lullabies on the mountain once again. I lay in sleep. From a deep dream I come to light. The world is deep, and deeper than every day thought it might. Fuck, I had a heart attack. The old man knew that beyond the blue skies, he'd see a starry sky he had never seen before. He remembered that a lion once said in his dream, "Ye look aloft when ye long for exaltation, and I look downward because I am exalted. The old man's world had long died in happiness. Its agony ran deep, or rather the beauty of that world lay in its happiness, which was created with its agony. And the young man, who did not enter the samsara, walked past the old man. The old man lay down and saw a hawk in the sky. Like the young man, this type of creature did not enter the samsara, and would never let anyone see its wounds. After all, it always flew high. A breeze blew over the grass and a pine cone rolled next to the old man. It was from the nearby spruce, which needed to grow for thousands of years before it could become a roosting spot for the hawk. But as trees, they did not mind their wounds. Perhaps this was what they shared in common with the old man. The dews of love and hate, the sands of good and evil. When everything has turned into memories, there will still be people and trees that crave for the sunlight of a new day. And new hawks will soar in places bluer than the blue skies. The old man knew that there would always be people who questioned everything at the foot of the mountain. Everything among them talketh, no one knoweth any longer how to understand. Everything falleth into the water, nothing falleth any longer into deep wells. Everything among them talketh, nothing succeedeth any longer and accomplisheth itself. Everything cackleth, but who will still sit quietly on the nest and hatch eggs? Everything among them talketh, everything is out-talked, and that which yesterday was still too hard for time itself and its tooth, hangeth today, out-champed and out-chewed from the mouths of men of today. Everything among them talketh, everything is betrayed, and what was once called the secret of secrecy of profound souls belongeth to today to the street trumpeters and other butterflies. Fuck. But I love that they're using it, but holy crap, it's just so difficult. But it is in a world like this that Icarus and his son exist. This world is in your hands, Kiana. Damn straight it is. Not just mine, but everyone else's too. She felt like she had still much to say, but also felt that this was enough. What she wanted to do was completely different. What they wished for was strangely the same, though. This was anticipation. An anticipation for the victory of humanity. Damn, dude. I think we'll see her in Star Rail. Kevin didn't get one. There's going to be a CG next week. There's a CG next week, boys. And that CG is not going to be like a 1 minute CG, right? It's going to be like an 8 minute. It's going to be the usual length CG, right? So it's probably, that CG is going to be the whole fight and then everything that like just happened, just animated. Just gonna start a conversation up with the floating eyeball, eh? Are you listening? Strange. There's nothing this time. The cocoon is just a mirror of yours after all. How you embrace humanity is how the cocoon embraces humanity. Well, of course, I could beat you up right now if you're unwilling. There's no need for that. You are already the only Hersher of finality. You are this world's goddess, and also the one and only embrace of success. Hurry up and tell me how to get out of this place. Go through the cocoon and you will descend onto the moon. Then the Hyperion can take you back to Earth. But the cocoon does not recommend this, because it just went through refactoring from Project Stigma, so the Earth's wounds have not healed. It seems you already knew this. Or you're learning to use the cocoon's senses. You could say it's both. But in that case, she realized that the use of this mirror might include reflecting the shadows of others. And with that thought, she began using this ability to find her partners. Countless time has elapsed. Kiana, indeed. What's happening, Kiana? Kevin and I manipulated the power of finality together and arrived near the cocoon. And before he disappeared, we had a last battle of honor. So right now you are a complete Herstra of finality? Well, there's one more step I need to take. Don't worry, I'll be fine. It's just that before I do, I have something I want to say to the people of the world. The entire world? It's okay. For most people, my words will only appear in their dreams. After having said that, she spoke quietly to her partner for a bit using a method that was very similar to that of a mental sync. Bronya's expression became a little sad, and Riot and Mei looked more determined. Hello, everyone. I am officially the Herstra of Finality, Kiana Kislana. This title may sound intimidating, but I am just an ordinary member of the human race, just like everyone else. It's just that I have a unique job. I'll be in the background, using my superpowers to protect this world, and protecting the destiny of humans that should be able to develop freely. It's still pretty abstract when I put it like that. Let's put it another way. Before the newborn Earth is able to withstand the power of finality, I will remain on the moon and do my best to reduce the impact of Honkai on the world. This process could take 5 to 10 years and may require the cooperation of people around the world. But I know that this is something we can definitely do. We will diffuse the power of finality and make it truly useful for humanity. When that day comes, maybe you'll run into me on the street. That's pretty good. She expected a response from her partners, but they had disappeared from her sight. Don't be anxious, it's just your connection that's unstable. There are many more ways to use the authority of finality. Like this. So what? So Kiana's just on the moon. She's just chilling on the moon, eh? That's all that happens in AFO. She's just chilling on the moon. She's not like struggling on the moon. She's just Bing chilling. Bing chilling on the moon. Touch the light. Oh. Oh. Pardon? Well, I didn't expect the power of finality to be so convenient. Do we even need phones to call from now on? Who knows, actually. But after actually experiencing it, I understand the danger of this power. We will need to take a lot of time to solve the practical technical problems if we want to enable ordinary people to live in harmony with this power. To be more precise, I want to work and live on the moon for a while. If I do, at least the power won't descend upon an unsuspecting Earth. But if it's someone who's very compatible with Honkai, they won't be easily affected by you, right? Yes, you too, Auntie. The moon is a lot of fun. Come and play when you have time. So she's just on the moon. She's just Bing chilling on the moon. She's just Bing chilling. But I'm sure everyone will have their own careers and lives, so you don't have to worry too much about this. Sushang said something to me when I was at Colston. I didn't understand her state of mind at the time, so I didn't think too much about it. She said, "Do you see the clouds up there? They gather together at this moment and drift away the next. People are the same way." Now her words are unexpectedly appropriate for you girls who have graduated from St. Freya. Auntie, is this your excuse to be lazy and not play with me in the future? I'll get Bronya to hack your game console. Well, of course not. But a Shixel Overseer's job is much busier than I thought. I think the anti-entropy researchers will be busy with you before I am. That's work stuff, though. What is it, Kiana? I'm just thinking that I've called you Auntie for years. I didn't expect you to have this wonderful sense of authenticity today. What I mean is, Auntie really is my aunt. What nonsense are you saying, Kiana? Sort of feeling is really not easy to express, by the way. It's not that blah blah. Whether it's you two sisters, or me, or Siegfried, we are all family. Even if you can't return to Earth for now, it's like you said, we could also go to the moon to be with you. Maybe they're acting like they can make it. They just said, there's been a lot of talking about how they can just meet each other, to be quite frank. They just have to go to the moon. That's all. Just go to the moon, eh? There's no need for that. Everyone has their own career and their own life to live. And I'm not turning you down. I welcome you guys if you get the chance to come and play. Ha ha ha! I didn't realize that you've grown up. Of course, to be blunt, I'm literally the goddess of Earth. But I don't really feel like it's real. I call myself a senior, but this is beyond my experience. Perhaps Dorada will be able to talk to you about this. After all, she once saved a populous bubble universe. True. What is it, Kiana? I suddenly feel regret. Regret? I don't think I'll have any chance to steal comics from my aunt again. Oh, you child. The two of them laughed and talked for a while longer, until the unique space maintained by the power became unstable. Teresa, Idiotka niece, when they realized this conversation was coming to an end, they chose to say goodbye to each other in a playful words. Oh, do we have to go through all the characters? Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. It's gonna be Bronya, some shit. One of them. Or a father. Sup, Dad? Yes, we are all done. You know, Dad, you've been to the moon before, right? I think you needed to wear a spacesuit or something? Yes, I was really shocked to see Walt moving in the vacuum too. I hear that the new Atra is a place with artificial air. The environmental conditions should be much better than what we had back then. Well, of course. There's everything from artificial hot springs to video games. It's not so different from a normal resort, other than the lack of greenery. Well, I'd like to have a chance to experience it myself. What do you plan on doing later? I mean, after your work on the moon is finished? Well, I'll have to think. Since I can always sleep in and play games, what about growing flower beds? Summers in Siberia are way too short, and the moon is not a suitable place for plants. Traveling around the world is always a good idea, but it's not much of a challenge for one who wields the power of the Hersher of the Void. In that case, will the authority of the Hersher of the Void be available on Venus or Mars? Maybe we'll be able to visit these places in the future. I don't think I can do that, actually. But maybe Arahato can. Those giant mechs move freely through the galaxy in the cartoon. Well, that might depend on the design skills of AE. It will be possible if Bronya joins their design group. Though in the near future, everyone's Hersher call will most likely dim and disappear because of the siphoning effect of the power of finality. But what's important is not the authority, but our imagination, am I right? You know, the very image of humans and Hershers living together and helping each other is something no one could have imagined in the past. And now there's just the last step to take, which is the work on the moon I have to finish, and the work everyone on Earth must finish as well. We will make Honkai a real tool for humanity, like how past humans conquered fire and electricity. When that time comes, all humans will be as powerful as Hershers, and just as free, without losing the purity and beauty of their originality. Isn't that what your mother wrote in her diary when she was 8 years old? Who knows? But when I think about it, it's just a plain and simple dream that everyone could have, right? To be happy, to realize their value, to do what they want, to live long. Every person works hard their whole lives to make these wishes come true. Yes. What makes me most proud of you is that you remember these simple ideals and never forget what you were originally after. And what's with me? I'm suddenly talking like Welt Yang! Because we are discussing very serious things. The most precious thing anyone has is their life, but no one can stop it from ending. So, in the one life we do have, we must not only live in the present, but also not have regrets for the future. I hope that the world will become a better place so that when everyone looks back at the past, they will not regret having wasted their time, but instead know that they lived worthwhile lives. I became the Hersher of Natalie precisely because that's what I believed. Either way, no matter what, a Hersher cannot be saved independently of humanity. If a Hersher is saved herself, then she must first save all of humanity. We're really better with words than Welt now, eh? I'm just being honest. After all, for many people, saying something like this would be embarrassing. I think there's something to be embarrassed about as long as they are honest thoughts. Or rather, nothing to be embarrassed about. Maybe that's why Teresa and Shigure Kira always think I'm so dull. Is that... oh my god, is that foreshadowing, dude? Oh... well... Dad, that's probably because you and Mum got married. That's all I want to say right now. I'll take this opportunity to talk to the others like this, and we'll take our time to talk about things next time. How about that? You got this, Kiana. Fight on. I'm the host of finale now. Let's go. In Afo, Vodaka Deviant, you failed to kill all Honkai, so it's my turn to blow up the moon. Is he? I didn't know he was blowing up the moon. I thought he was just hanging around. Oh yeah, menace it all. Kiana! Yes, I've talked with my aunt and my dad. So next is my one and only sister, of course. Haha. This might be a little bold, but how does it feel to save the world? Well, pretty easy, eh? Piece of piss. If this was 6 months ago or a year ago, I might have said it didn't matter while really feeling overwhelmed. But when the day actually came, it doesn't feel real. I'm still me, and there's no difference at all. Well, that's good. Almost the same as my thoughts and feelings all those years ago, when I was merely an 8-year-old child that saved the universe myself, but that's a different story, am I right? You mean the bubble universe incident? Yes, bearing the destiny of all, becoming the hope of all, and becoming an existence that's godlike. This might sound like a wild exaggeration, but still, it's just a job. Outside of work, we are still ordinary humans, and the results make us feel that we are much more normal than we think we are. So there's this intense, surreal feeling. But maybe it's like what Ragnar Senpai said. The flowers of the future will one day find something they want to protect. That is how we are. And the generations coming after us will be the same. Also, we're very confident in our ability, aren't we? It's not who should save the world, but it's more like it's us who want to save the world. Maybe what we're doing doesn't seem like saving the world in some extreme cases, but it doesn't matter. We're just using our own power to make this non-perfect world a little better. It has nothing to do with responsibility. This is just something we want to do and have fun doing it. That's all. That's a really bad line, by the way. I feel like that line kind of devalues like half of the game. Yeah, we're just here for a good time. I just feel like doing it, and it's just we're here for a good time, mate. We're just here for a bit of a silly goose time, mate, boys. Get some beers, pop a can, it there. It just kind of devalues it a bit, but hey, fair enough to Randall. A bit presumptuous. It feels like it's really unconvincing when you say things like that. Then how about we play basketball next time? Why not soccer? We have enough people to make 2 5-person teams, right? Of course, you can't play soccer. Compared to you, I have lots more time to practice. Just wait. Okay, it's a deal. Let's hope you remember. I've spoken to all those dear to me already. The next one should be... I don't know. Himiko's gonna appear somewhere, isn't she? No, these two. Bubble universes? True. Potion of Sentience. Never seen a friend visit before. I'm much more skilled than you at getting into people's heads. It's okay, don't mind her. She's never been very good at handling these situations. There's no need to talk about food. It's just some time off. You misunderstood. I'm after something else. Here's an example. The Host of Sentience always calls me old-timer. And I did feel like I'd gotten a little old the first time I faced you. Well, don't say that. It was no different than when we were at St. Freya anyway. Speaking of which, though, the mission you were on, is it finished? Is there anything you want to do next? To be honest, I haven't thought about it. And now, talking to you about my freedom, it's just... Wow, you really are an old-timer. Kiana said that it's no different than when we were at St. Freya, so why do you keep on making things boring for yourself? You always say that I'm not good at handling these kinds of situations, but it looks like to me you're the one who's bad at it. Wow, Herrscher finale just telling Herrscher of Sentience, relax? Crazy. Let me guess, you're going on a trip or continue your old life and open a martial arts school. Or maybe continue your studies. It's kind of like traveling. Herrscher of Sentience says she wants to wander around Shenzo. She insists on having me as her guide because I'm most familiar with the place. Most familiar? I hope it's not because she thinks it's more dignified to have a Celestial as her guide. I insisted. You came to me, what does it have to do with me? I told you I'm super healthy and just as relaxed with the Herrscher core. You don't believe me. These two things are... Nah, forget it. Let's just pretend like what you said. Anyway, the plan is for me to meet her regularly and take her to places she doesn't quite know. You're still the same, eh? And compared with the past, the Hership sentience might need more care. We cannot be sure what will happen, but there will definitely be much less Honkai energy compared to the past. I will keep an eye on it. Well then, see you again, Fu. Senti, take care of yourself. It's just a vacation anyway. Why talk like it's the last time you'll see each other, huh? Senti, that's unnecessary. Alright. Got my leg itches. Hey! Never mind. Anyway, you've got skill. It's not just that. Some mind trickery happened there. That has to be the two of them. It's gonna be Einstein and Tesla. Ooh. Oh, who the fuck are these cringe lords? Oh. I wanted to see Einstein and Tesla. I thought for sure that the one of you would say, "Welcome back, Kiana," in a voice full of emotion. If you wish, Bronya doesn't mind saying it in the way you imagined. The signal was interrupted just now, but it turns out Bronya wasn't worried about me at all. Looks like you weren't worried about me either. So Kiana, have you already talked with the others? Let me think. I talked with Auntie, Dad, Sis, Fuhua, and Search of Sentience. Mei and Bronya should be the last ones before I completely absorb the power of the cocoon of finality. Well, in that case, let's leave Mei to the end. Bronya thought about it a lot, and it feels that these things don't need to be said explicitly. After all, Kiana's future life is something Bronya is not worried about at all. Feels like Bronya is really heartless. Because you're Kiana. Because you're Kiana, you can definitely adapt much better to life over there than anyone else. Because you are Kiana, you can definitely do much better job than anyone else. Because you are, in fact, a Kiana. Bronya will just smile and say goodbye. Bronya. And of course, Bronya also knows that there will be some special times when Kiana will need us to be with her. And to solve this problem, Bronya decided to play co-op games with Kiana every night. As for what we'll be playing, let's start by playing the 312 games in Bronya's game library. So watch out, I might beat you in the leaderboard. According to Project Bunny analysis result, the probability of that, 1%. It's not infinitely lower anymore. I can get such a huge increase after becoming the Herrscher of Finality? Playing games is not conducting experiments. There are always uncontrollable variables like Mei telling me to go easy on you because she can't bear to see you keep losing. Yes. Bronya is the character that we all want to be. Gamer. Just a gamer. Mei, are you saying that the few games I want to say in Freya were because Bronya let me win? No, I swear on the moon. Those were all the result of Kiana's own efforts. Oh? Speaking of which, I don't like to play games as much as you guys, so... But I don't know that. I know that from games like hopscotch, rope skipping, soccer, basketball, Go? Go? What's Go? The fuck is Go? Yeah, you know, hopscotch, rope skipping, soccer, basketball, Go. Go where? Where are we going? What's the point of Go? What do you do in Go? Do you just go? Just go away? Chess? Go. Fucking hell, Mei. You're actually pulling out the boomer fucking brain power. Go. Jesus Christ. And of course, various electronic products. No matter how many years pass or how many types of games there are, or how many have been games, how many have been games come out, the original purpose of inventing games was to let people who play them experience a certain feeling. This feeling can come from victory, beating a level, or playing the game itself. But I only hope, when someone is immersed in the game, with a mind filled with the idea of winning and losing, and works really hard, he or she can derive simply joy from playing. Mei is very wrong then. Mei's always wrong. Cheating in a game can take the fun out of it sooner or later, but there might be only one way to get more joy out of the game when I'm not good enough to win. You mean, get Mei to join us, of course. Well, I'm really not good at video games. It doesn't matter. I'll be happy even if I lose because I'm on the team with Mei. Just like the last time we had a snowball fight. Kiana said so. Bronya won't go easy on you anymore. It's 2-on-1, Mei and I aren't afraid of you. After going off topic for so long, it feels like I have to be like Bronya at the start and say something serious. Kiana, back in the mind space, we said we would go home together. But now, even though we can keep in contact, play games with you every night, and come to the moon to visit you in our free time, it's not the same as truly going home. Mei-senpai? It's okay, I don't mean to criticize. It's just came to me that later, when everyone's working and living on Earth, we'll look up into the sky and think of you. We'll all think of you as a really good friend. So what I'm actually trying to say is, come home early. I will. If there's anything we can do to help, just contact us. Sure. Well, honestly speaking, I'm really looking forward to working with anti-entropy professors. Oh, and Nagamitsu might be the first group to study finality data. Well, shouldn't you be the first learning how to cook? True. Let's save the jokes for another time. Kiana still has the last, or should I say the first thing to do, right? That's true. But I'm suddenly worried that Kiana might have gotten on the wrong train. Please, Mei, help her out. Bronya has something else to do, so Bronya is not going. About the first game we'll play, pick the one that's the most fun. Don't you trust Bronya's judgment? Dude. I want to like feel emotional, but it doesn't look that good. When the animation happens, I think that's when it'll be really good. But right now, I'm not feeling much. The pacing's a bit off, you know, the pacing's really not there to feel anything. I'm gonna need the animation. But damn. GG's. Nice. No, I think this is like a. I don't think this is really sad, to be honest with you. Maybe this is sad, but I don't think it's that sad. In the grand scheme of things, I think this is quite like a, not a joyous occasion, but it's quite a fulfilling occasion. No, should I read this part? Want to talk, but don't know where to start. Should I ask Bronya for advice about this? How sophisticated and independent Bronya is. We do have a lot to learn and a long way to go. And luckily, we also have enough time. Do we? Feeling dead inside? Not really. This is quite like a fulfilling end of chapter thing, right? I don't find this depressing. Speaking of which, I think I haven't told Kiana my decision for the future. Do you have something definite in mind? Yes, I do. I think I'm going to be a teacher. Like Himiko-sensei? Not exactly, I never drink after all. But let me use flowers and fruits as an analogy. Every piece of fruit grows from a lucky flower. With blooming and pollination, it persists through the hot sun, the wind, and the rain, and at last it becomes a new life. I do not worry about the fruit itself, because it has already brought itself about on its own path. I will only pick up the petals and offer whatever fragrance remains to every person I meet along the way. I will tell them of the strong winds and cold rain the flower had endured to nourish the world. As a similar being, I too want to protect the young sprouts around me with my little petals, until this world is full of flowers. until those flowers become new lives. Wow. As expected of Mei, I wouldn't be able to think of such mature words. Really? Probably you could. And who was it that said, this is all of humanity's resistance against destiny? Mei. Mei-senpai. Yuck. Mei-senpai. A train whistle interrupted the chatting girls. The train slowly poured into the station where no other train has stopped, as if beckoning those who befitted it. On the front it says, the moon. The train doors opened. In silence, they smiled at each other. As in the past, as in the future. Bit of an animation. Oh, callbacks to the important parts of the game. A new song as well, true as well. I totally forgot. They usually do a new song. Just on her phone. It's like not even her phone, it's like a thing. Alright, I'm looking forward to the full animation. I'm looking forward to that. Kind of a happy ending. So they can talk to each other. I think this is like 90% happy ending. 100%, 90% it's a happy ending. The sad part is the fact that they obviously can't see each other permanently. But the happy part is that no one's dead. We watch it, or I wait till like 3. Probably wait till like 3. Just watch it on YouTube. I'm not going to watch it on YouTube. Why would I watch like a Chinese dub or something like that? I'd rather watch it in-game. It's a lot more immersive when you watch it in-game. Watching it through YouTube, get buffering, get ads, get all that bullshit. I'd rather wait. Oh. That was really good, actually. That was very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Japanese dubs exist? Sure, but I've never watched it through YouTube, so I'm not going to start now. I've always watched it in the game. I've always watched the animation in-game, so we're just going to wait until it comes out in-game. That was a really good chapter. Or really good, just in general, 35 is a great one. Chapter 35 is a great chapter. Yeah. Just not seeing each other for 10 years? No, they see each other. No, I think it's fair to say that they see each other. They can see each other. It's just that the characters on the Earth have to go to the moon. That's it. That's all that has to happen. Kiana just can't come to Earth, but they can go to the moon. Right? It's quite clearly stated that they can go to the moon. Now, if something happens at the start of AFO that prevents them from going to the moon, that's a different question. But for the most part, they can go to the moon and see each other. They just can't see each other every single day. Which is like, it's still it's like probably the best. Would it be the best ending? I like this ending. I don't want to say best, worst, whatever. I like this ending a lot. I think this is a good ending for the whole thing. This is the end of part 1 of Honkai, right? That was the conclusion. Obviously, the animation is going to be the actual concluding moment of Honkai. But that was a great conclusion to part 1 of Honkai. What is it? 35 chapters in total, with a lot of in-between X chapters, a lot of chronicles and whatnot, a lot of lore. That was a great conclusion. And that, by the way, that whole combat sequence was really good as well. That combat sequence was a lot better than Luceni, or whatever the fuck the big guy's name was at the end of AFO 2. This fight was a lot better. Multi-phased, different interesting phases. It starts off with the lasers on the ship. And then from there it transitions into like that small little mini boss where it actually has mechanics. and then it transitions into a Kevin fight. And that Kevin fight is actually like 3 phases, and every phase is kind of different, more intense. And then it goes into the big thing. The big thing. The 3 floors. Well, that's easy. And then it goes into the Kevin fight. Very good fight. And then it goes into the 1v1 with Kevin and Kiana. That's a very good fight. Just a little vacation? Yeah, true. Just a little vacation. Kevin fight was good. I agree, 100%. Imagine Kevin get animation. Like what in this in the full thingy? Surely he probably would, right? I have no doubt that it would get animated in the full animation. No, no doubt about it. No, well. No, he doesn't. Well, there it is. He doesn't. Now start a new story, Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, but here's the great thing about Honkai Star Rail. It's going to be in dub, so I don't have to care as much. And also, much like Honkai Star Rail story is going to be a lot more like Genshin Impact, where it's going to be more about world building than specific events. Because that's kind of like how Honkai is all about specific events, whilst Genshin is more about world building and having an in-depth and rich world. This Honkai's going to be this. Honkai Star Rail is going to be the same thing, about like story rich and world building and story rich, like into the world. How the fuck do I word this? World. It's going to be a world game. Regardless, though.